Hey, Pretty Girl Club. So, a lot of you guys have been emailing me your stories over at the exoticalsunited at gmail.com email, and a lot of our stories overlap so much, and it's making me think about the whole concept of being punished for being beautiful. A lot of women, when they feel like you are higher than them on the beauty hierarchy, and we all know that beauty is subjective. So, if that woman herself believes that you are prettier than her, regardless of your complexion or hair texture or whatever, I've noticed a lot of women, they will start to socially punish you, and even men as well will start to socially punish you. So I've noticed that the way that people will punish you for being beautiful is they will try to call out physical flaws. So let's say you have acne. They will call out when you have acne. I remember this actually happened to me one time when I was a teenager. This one guy who, for reference, he was a white guy, and he admitted that his celebrity crushes were women like Halle Berry, Rihanna, MLS women, basically. And obviously, I was the closest thing to that phenotype being in a non black environment. And I remember one time I had a pimple, and he was like, "Oh, hey, who's your friend?" And I was like, "What?" And then he pointed to the pimple on my face. That is an example of an extreme humbling tactic. So I've noticed that if someone finds you beautiful, or if a guy feels like you are out of his league, he will try to humble you and punish you because he can clearly see your beauty. So he will be like, "No, you're not a 10, you're a 6. Shut up. You're not as pretty as so and so. You're not that pretty." People will say terms like, "You're not that pretty, you're not that light skinned, you're not that mixed." And they're trying to say that to humble you because they don't want you to think that you are beautiful. They don't want you to think that your skin tone is beautiful or that your multiracial background is beautiful. They want to invalidate you. Like I've noticed this pattern as well with darker skinned women who are multi-generationally mixed. A lot of people will try to be like, "Oh, well, you're too dark to be mixed," or like, "You're still not light skinned, so you're not going to receive the same quote unquote privileges as someone who is light skinned and multi-generationally mixed." So they're trying to create a hierarchy. They don't want you to feel confident. You can't be both dark skinned and confident in their minds. You can't be dark skinned and mixed and confident about both of those things. So I've noticed that a lot of people, they want to punish the pretty girl. They want to punish you for being beautiful. This is also very common in the workplace. You might be the pretty girl in the office and suddenly people are making up rumors about you. Like I remember one time I worked at this office as a receptionist, and this lady tried to start a rumor that I was taking selfies and going on Snapchat while I was on the job. First of all, I don't even have a Snapchat and never have. So she was clearly making something up because I'm pretty sure it was because she saw me FaceTiming someone when I was on my lunch break. But she tried to associate, like me looking cute with taking pictures. People automatically assume that you are conceited or that you constantly want to take pictures. I've even noticed sometimes if I'm in a public setting around a lot of other girls and guys, if I hold my phone up to take a selfie of myself, sometimes other people might get quiet or they might kind of look over or they may roll their eyes. And I've noticed that people can't help these subconscious behaviors sometimes. Or when you walk into a bar and there are other girls sizing you up, or you walk into a restaurant and the hostesses or the waitresses are sizing you up, or they are being mean to you, or let's say it's a female bartender. Like I've had female bartenders just be rude to me. I thought bartenders were supposed to be nice and chill and like fun. But no, like sometimes female bartenders might be rude to you or they refuse service. For those of you who follow me in the Discord and the Patreon, you guys heard my story about how I literally waited outside in snow the other day because this girl, she happened to be an unambiguous monoracial black girl. No shade. I'm not trying to like throw anyone under the bus, but I had to wait outside in the snow, and then a guy came out from the restaurant and he was like, "Wait, what are you doing waiting out here? Like, we have a place where you can wait inside." So even small things like that, where it's like, that there is an easier way to do something, or that there is a place to sit, but you make the pretty girl wait longer, or, you hesitate to train her at work. You inadequately train her on a new job. Like I've had that happen before too, where people will inadequately train me on a job and they will do it as a way to sabotage, or they will do it so that they always have some sort of leverage over you. A lot of people in the workplace, they don't want to teach you everything they know. They don't want to tell you all of their secrets because then you can replace them. So a lot of people have the mindset where it's like, okay, she has already replaced me in terms of beauty, and so I can't allow her to replace me in terms of having a good personality. Like one of you guys wrote in a story about people saying like, oh, she has no personality. I've actually heard women say that about other MLS women as well. They'll be like, she has no personality. And I've noticed that women tend to say that if a girl is like an introvert. Like there was this one mixed girl at my church when I was growing up. She just happened to be an introvert. She was very sweet and very quiet. Like she had never had any problems with anyone. And I remember some other girls, they used to say, oh, she has no personality. And they were saying that because they were really just jealous of her beauty. They were jealous that she didn't have to be loud and obnoxious and, twerk on tables or try to give guys their underwear. Like, literally, the girl who made that comment about the other girl having no personality, she tried to get attention from an unambiguous black man at the church by giving him some underwear. So she was doing these extreme measures to like get guys' attention and stuff like that. And she saw this pretty girl who was just kind of chilling and minding her own business. And she wanted to socially punish that girl. She wanted to call out like, hey, she has no personality. And I've noticed that a lot of people, they can't help but to subconsciously try to punish you. And usually the way that people will punish you socially is by insulting you, or they will compare you to somebody else who is quote unquote, stronger, better, faster, taller, whatever. They will try to say like, oh, you're pretty, but you don't really have a nice booty. Oh, you're pretty. You're just really big. Oh, you know what? You are pretty. Your hair is just really broken off. Oh, you know what? You would be prettier if you dyed your hair this color. Oh, yeah. I mean, you're pretty for a darker skinned girl, but yeah, you're not as pretty as anyone who looks whiter than you. So a lot of people, they want to punish you as much as they can, and it's their attempt at humbling you. It's because people, whether they admit it or not, on a subconscious level, everyone is aware of social climbing, and everyone is social climbing, whether they realize it or not. When you want a promotion at a job, it's because you want more money. Why? So you can live in a better neighborhood or a better house, or you can get a better car, or you can have access to more conveniences that other people can't have access to. You don't want to live in a high crime neighborhood. You don't want to socialize with those types of people. You don't want to be around people who are going to steal from you all the time. And so a lot of people don't realize it, but they are social climbing. And so for people who do not have beauty, or for people who don't believe in the power of their beauty, or they don't believe that they are beautiful, they understand, even on a subconscious level, they understand that your beauty can actually open doors for you. It can cause you to social climb. Because, for example, let's say you're really beautiful and you are very poor. You can work in a coffee shop, and a guy who is a professional guy or something, he could go in the coffee shop and hit on you, or he could offer you a job. Actually, this happened to one of my friends. She worked at Hooters, and she got offered a job as like an admin assistant at this law firm. So she actually was offered a job partially because a guy found her attractive. Now, did it turn out well in the end? Probably not. But for a lot of women who never get any male attention, and for women who pedestalize men, they see that as you have an advantage. I don't necessarily see that as having an advantage, because I think that most men on average tend to want to exploit a woman's beauty. But for the women who don't have any beauty, or the women who feel like they don't have any beauty, they tend to get jealous of the social opportunities that come with being beautiful. Because, for example, some women, they want access to an attractive man. So they get mad if a pretty girl has access to an attractive man. So I've also noticed that some people get jealous if you have access to a white man, or if you're appealing in the eyes of a white man, or you're appealing in the eyes of a wealthy man. And they only attract dusties. They only attract hood boogers. They only attract guys who have no real jobs and have like fake IDs and stuff. I even noticed this over on Stefko's channel, where she was complaining about not having pretty privilege. And she was saying that even when she would go on dating apps, the types of guys that would match with her on the apps would be guys who were like very dusty, like no car, nothing going for him, looks bad. And she was saying how the dating app algorithm is against her, apparently. And I do believe in dating app algorithms in the sense that the more popular people on there, or the person on the algorithm who is more liked by more people, I do believe that dating app algorithms can push you. And this is a part of why you can buy I think you can buy the likes, or you can buy like super likes or something. I don't know. You can purchase something on the dating apps to where it'll make you more visible. But if you're already pretty, or if you're already getting a lot of likes and matches and stuff, then you don't really have to worry about that. So a lot of people who do not have beauty, or if he's a man who cannot access beauty, he can't access a beautiful woman for free. So he has to pay sex workers. By the way, if you're a sex worker, get your bag. I do not judge anybody over here. But a lot of men who don't have access to women in real life, they find themselves being forced to pay in order to access a beautiful woman. So they have to pay for like an OnlyFans, or they pay for like a sex doll that appears like how their preference actually, that they buy these sex dolls that look like an MLS girl because they can't actually get a real life MLS girl to sleep with them in real life. And then he also can't afford to pay a sex worker to come over, so they will try to use their money to have access to beauty. Everybody is seeking after beauty, whether they realize it or not. You go to the beach because you want to see the beautiful water. You want to see a beautiful sunset. You want to see a beautiful sunrise. You get money so you can have a beautiful house. You get married and get pregnant so you can have beautiful children. Everybody wants beauty in one way or another. So to say that you do not want beauty or don't care about beauty, that's extremely disingenuous. Any person on YouTube, any content creator who says they don't want beauty, they don't care about beauty, beauty doesn't matter, those are the people who are the most obsessed with beauty, because wanting beauty, that's natural. Wanting to see something that's beautiful, or wanting to be beautiful yourself, or wanting to use beauty in order to social climb, all of those things are natural human behaviors if you study psychology and sociology. But a lot of people will punish you because of how you were born, or they will punish you because of the beauty that you bought. They will punish you once you get the facelift. Like, I've seen a lot of older women. It's so hilarious seeing old women hating on other older women. But I've been around women like in church or even in my own family where they will literally hate on other old women because she got a tummy tuck, or because she got a mommy makeover, or because she got a facelift. And those women will literally get pissed that they couldn't afford that, or they weren't confident enough to have a saggy face one day and then have a perfect face the next day. They're not confident enough to walk around like that, or to go from being fat to suddenly having a tummy tuck and everything looks great. And so I've even seen some older women, like in their 50s, 60s, 70s, hating on other women in their 50s, 60s, and 70s because those women bought their beauty. So even if their beauty wasn't natural, even if you purchase new beauty, people get triggered over that. Like if you get, a boob job, liposuction or something like that. I've seen some women where they get the fat in their chin. Like if you have a double chin, they'll get the fat sucked away and stuff. And people will literally hate on that. And it's because beauty is often used as a tool to social climb. Beauty is also something that is comforting, because I know that for a lot of us in the Pretty Girl Club, and I'm not sounding conceited, but I do know that for me, let's say I go through a bad situation at work or something, I do sometimes think, well, at least I still look cute. At least my outfit is still on point. At least I've been working out, and, at least my stomach is flat, because that is something that a person can use to soothe themselves. It's self-esteem. And so part of your self-esteem is based on how you look and how you feel about the way that you look. So in my opinion, there's actually nothing wrong with looking in the mirror, thinking you're beautiful, and then telling yourself, hey, I'm beautiful. Or let's say you go through a breakup with a guy. You can tell yourself, well, at least I'm still beautiful. At least I'm still a baddie, or at least I'm still that girl. But if a woman feels like she doesn't have any beauty, then she can't tell herself that. So when she gets dumped, her self-esteem is just bad. Or when she gets cheated on, her self-esteem is just horrible because she is not sure of her own beauty. But also, we have to remember that other people's insecurities are not your problem. You cannot help how you were born, or, the fact that you worked for your body. Let's say you lost a lot of weight, or you saved up your money so that you could get your teeth fixed, or so that you can get professional hairstyling, or pay for those highlights that you got at the salon. You should not have to apologize for that. You shouldn't have to apologize for the hard work that it took for you to purchase your beauty, even if your beauty is not natural. By the way, on this channel, I am pro plastic surgery. I am pro changing yourself or doing whatever you want to do with your body, because I do feel like every woman should have the opportunity to become beautiful, or seek after whatever beauty she has, whatever beauty standard she has within herself. I feel like a part of the beauty of being a woman is being able to say, hey, I always thought I'd look good with these highlights, so maybe I'll try that. Or hey, I always thought I would look good if I got a tummy tuck or whatever, and after these 3 kids, I think I want to get the mommy makeover. I believe that women can do whatever they want with their bodies, and they should not be shamed for that. But have you guys ever had anyone punish you because of your beauty? So, for example, one of the ways you would know someone's punishing you because of your beauty is, number one, they randomly make negative comments about your physical appearance, especially when you know you look good. So, for example, I remember one time, this is another church story, I literally wore a cute dress to church and some heels, and I had a cute little pea coat. You know those coats that they wear on like Scandal and Gossip Girl? So I had a very classy, very cute looking coat. And this one girl, for context, she did happen to be an unambiguous monoracial black girl. She literally made a comment to my boyfriend at the time. She was like, oh, I can't dress like, why she dressed like that? It's too cold for all that. Why she got a skirt on? Why she got a dress on? It's 50 degrees. First of all, it wasn't 50 degrees, but even if it was 50 degrees, if I want to wear a dress, I can wear a dress. Just because you follow rules and just because you police your own body based on the temperature doesn't mean that I have to police my own body based on the temperature. So right now it's cold outside, but guess what? If I go to the gym, I'm going to be wearing shorts. You know why? Because I don't base my whole wardrobe on what the temperature is outside. It depends on the activity that I am doing. So if I know I'm going to be inside the whole time in a heated building, or if I know, hey, it's going to be hot once I get on the elliptical and run 5 miles, then I'm going to dress according to that. So I've noticed one way that people get punished for their beauty is like they will try to police what you're wearing, or they will randomly make negative comments when you know that you look cute. Like your hair will be done, makeup will be done, your outfit will be on point, and then suddenly somebody wants to comment on, your curly hair in the front, one of your curls is a little bit curlier than the other one. I think that your makeup shade, that's not the right undertone for your skin. So it's like they bypass all of the beautiful qualities about you. They bypass all of the positive things about how you look, and they just want to focus on one little flaw. They just want to call out one little thing that they think is wrong. Like, oh, I know you lost 50 pounds, but I think I just saw you still have a little bit of love handles left. Ooh, yeah, you have a little bit of loose skin after working out so much and losing that much weight. Oh, actually, you got too skinny now. So like 10 pounds ago, you looked perfect, but now you're just a little too skinny. So those are examples of people punishing you for your beauty. They want to randomly call out flaws, or in other cases, they will just randomly dislike you. And I've noticed that this is especially true if a person sees proximity to your phenotype. So let's say they're a black woman, unambiguous, and you are a mixed woman, like half black or 60% black, or whatever. Or let's say they're an unambiguous black man and you are a black woman. Then they will try to, because they see proximity to you, or because they feel like, oh, this is what I could have had, or this is what I could have been, then that's almost like double the wound for that person, because they feel like, oh crap, I could have had the potential to be the next Beyonce, or I could have had the potential to marry a woman who looks like Beyonce. So if they see somebody who looks like Beyonce, then they get upset. And have you ever noticed how when it comes to celebrities, a lot of people, they will praise the beauty of people like Beyonce or Rihanna or whoever, Justine Skye, Ryan Destiny, Chili from TLC. But then if they see a woman who looks like one of those women in real life, then suddenly they don't have that same energy. They don't want to tell you that you're pretty. Oh no, F you. You're their enemy now, because you are a representation of what they felt was impossible. Like they didn't know that it was possible to be as pretty as whatever you naturally are. They thought that, only celebrities can enjoy that level of beauty. You know how people say you're not ugly, you're just broke. So they get mad when they see a fellow broke woman. They get mad when they see a fellow broke college student looking just as good or looking comparable to a celebrity. People get pissed about that, I've noticed. But anyway, what do you ladies think? Let me know in the comment section and I'll talk to you next time. Stay pretty, ladies.